Howdy, welcome. Today I'm going to tell you a story about Uncle Robert and the D7 cat. In, I think it was 1959, we were trying to find some uranium up in Lake City, Colorado, up actually on almost the very top of Uncompahgre Peak, which is a 14,000 some tall mountain. So anyway, we'd been up there the year before prospecting, the summer before, so this would have been my second full summer to spend up in that Lake City area up in the high mountains. So the year before, we'd found a spot that was likely had uranium. We'd flown over that area with Geiger counters and then walked and rode horses. In my case, I rode a mule all over that mountainside with Geiger counters looking for uranium. And my dad and my Uncle Robert and my Uncle Newell and my Uncle Claude all participated in that. And in 1959, that summer of 59, my dad and my Uncle Newell were working paying jobs to help support Uncle Claude and Uncle Robert in their efforts working up on the mountain. So we had found this little meadow that we thought would be a good place to make a base camp that was fairly close to where we wanted to start digging into the mountain to see if we could find some ore. But in order to get equipment and stuff up there, we needed to cut a little road. And Uncle Robert had just married Lorraine, and so he wanted a honeymoon cottage, so he wanted to drag a little camp trailer up there for them to stay in. So he was building a road along the side of this really steep mountain like this, and he's cutting into it this way to make the road to pull the equipment up there and drive the Jeep up there and tow this little honeymoon cottage up there. So he's cutting that road into the side of the mountain, and all of a sudden that cat starts slipping down the side of the mountain. And it's kind of going sideways with the track sideways to the mountain instead of straight up or down. And in order to keep it from flipping over end over end and crushing him, he turned the cat so it faced downhill and just rode that cat all the way to the bottom. And I think the bottom was pretty close to the head of Nellie Creek. And so he rode that thing like a bucking bronc all the way down. I'm guessing about 100 yards down that mountain. It's a good football field from where we were to the creek down there. So he rode that thing down there and got to the bottom and jerked the cat around and faced it back up, pulled his hat off and went, "Yahoo!" and started cutting the road back up, or trail back up, to get to where he was building that road. So it took about 3 days to get that cat back to where it started. And anyway, he cut that road and pulled that little, after he got the road cut, went down and grabbed that little camp trailer, but probably 10 or 12 foot camp trailer, and started dragging it up a fresh made dirt road, rocky and crazy. Anyway, knocked the whole back end out of that little camper, and right where the bedroom was. Anyway, they finally got that thing up there, and so Uncle Rob probably had a pretty good honeymoon after Lorraine got up there. Anyway, there's some more stories about that particular place on that mountain that summer that I'll tell you, but I'll leave this one about here for now. But my Uncle Rob was one crazy, brave guy. I don't think he knew fear. I swear, I don't think he was ever afraid of anything. Or maybe he just hid it better than the rest of us. But he did some crazy stuff up there and some dangerous stuff and lived to tell the tale, I guess. Anyway, that'll do it for today. Love you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.